us wants to be happy. We all aspire to have a happy life. But yet, most of us are not happy. But every day, our main purpose is to be happy. Our dream is to have a happy life. But yet, we are not happy. So, what could be the reason? You see, the major reason why you are not happy is because of one, unrealistic expectations. You see, most people believe that the purpose of life is to find happiness. That is what majority of the people believe, and that is why most people, which is the majority, are not happy, because they are getting it wrong. The purpose of life is not to be happy. So the purpose of life is not to pursue happiness. The purpose of life is to grow. Life is an adventure. So the purpose of life is for us to learn and for us to grow. But what happens is that we believe that the purpose of life is to be happy. So when we experience any kind of pain, we fall into depression. We believe that something is wrong with us. But the truth is that pain is part of life. You can't eliminate pain from life. The same way you can't take your soul out of your body. Just like oxygen is part of life. You see, when you remove pain from life, life is going to lose its meaning. Because what is making this life exciting is because of pain. So when you remove pain from life, that means there is no difference between you and an object. Because pain is a form of emotion. An object doesn't have emotions. So if you remove pain from life, then how do you then know the difference between happiness and sorrow? Or peace and chaos? Life is going to lose its excitement. So pain is part of life so that we can enjoy this process called life. The moment you remove pain from life, life is going to become boring. Because there is no reason for you to work hard. There is no reason for you to grow. Because even if you are struggling, you're not going to feel the pain. So, what is the point in working hard? What is the point in trying to grow? You see, the thing is, people believe that the purpose of pain is for us to suffer. But that is not just the truth. The purpose of pain is for us to grow and for us to learn. Pain is different from suffering. But the way we manage pain can either result in suffering. Poor management of pain is caused by suffering, lead to suffering. So pain is not suffering. The purpose of pain is for us to learn and for us to grow. You see, there is no single thing that is worth celebrating that doesn't come from pain. Every single thing or every single achievement that we have celebrated today is because of pain. When you read and pass your exam, the act of reading is painful. But passing the exam is exciting. So, pain is the reason why we are excited when we succeed. Because we know how pain feels. And we know how success also feels. So, when you remove pain, then we cannot feel success. And we cannot also feel failure. And also, pain teaches us empathy, and pain teaches us love. So pain is not necessarily a bad thing. But when you begin to see pain as suffering, that is when it becomes a bad thing. Because you don't want to allow the process of pain to play out. You see, one of the reasons why we suffer is because we try to stop the process of pain, which is literally impossible. You can't stop it. There is things that is within your power. Pain, you don't have any power over it. But there is two kinds of pain. There is pain that is natural. That kind of pain, you don't have any power over it. But there's the other kind of pain. So we don't mistake the two. There is the other kind of pain which occurs based on our poor choices or the choices our parents or our guardians made on our behalf. So there are two different things. You see, crossing the road and getting hit by a car has nothing to do with you. It's not your fault. Except you are drunk. But if you cross the road, you are not drunk, and you got hit by a car, how is that your fault? So these are the kind of pain that you can never circumvent. It's part of life. But getting drunk and crossing the road and getting hit by a car, this is an avoidable pain caused by your poor choices. So there are two kinds of pain. So you don't mistake the thing together. There are pain that is caused by your poor choice, and there is pain that has nothing to do with you. It's going to happen. It is there for us to experience life. It's there for us to enjoy life. It's what keeps this life in checks and balance. So you need to understand the difference. So your purpose or your job now is to make sure that you make less bad choice. Because every single bad choice you make is going to compound with the other kind of pain. So you are compounding your suffering. But people get frustrated. I have been doing the right thing. I've been making the best of choices, yet bad things keeps happening to me. And they get frustrated. They think somebody is behind it or somebody is after them. They go to the extent of going to seek alternative powers from prophets, from I don't know. But the point is, the same prophet that you are going to seek a power or solution is also going through such pain because he doesn't even have the power to stop it, because pain is inevitable. He doesn't have that power, because that is life. The same way you don't have the power to choose the kind of family you are going to be born into, the same way you don't have the power to choose the country you are going to be born into, is the same way you don't have the power to stop that kind of pain. It's inevitable. You can't stop it. So the moment you try to force yourself to stop it, the longer it takes for it to end. So you need to let the process to play out. I'll give you an instance. There's this story of Job. You see, when Job was faced with some kind of problems or pains, there's a lot of people that came to provide solutions. But what he did is that he let the process to play out. Because it's through the process of pain that you learn how to love. It's through the process of pain that you learn empathy. It's through the process of pain that you recognize your past mistakes. So he let the process to play out. And at the right time, everything is going to come back to normal. Because that is how this life is designed. That is the process of life. So the same person you are going to seek to give you a divine intervention has a much more bigger problem compared to the problem that you want him to solve for you. He doesn't have the power. He can't have that power. It's impossible. Because you can't stop it. It's part of life. But don't mistake that kind of pain with the other kind of pain that we make by our own poor choices. They are two different things. Having unprotected sex with different partners, and at the end of the day, 5-6 years, you are infected. That is your choice. Failing to read, then you fail your exams. That is your own choice. These are two different things. But other people can say, okay, but I've been reading, I've read, but yet I still fail. But if you have done everything possible, you are making the